moving.
Sock Passe.
What's up, world? Welcome to another episode of Team Sock Passe podcast. It's your boy Glad.
And I'm your boy Rob. We are your favorite Team Sock Passe podcast show where we interview great entrepreneurs from all sectors of industry. And remember, subscribe, share, comment below. Subscribe, share, comment below.
Today's interview, we have our brother Fritz from Heritaj. What's up, bro?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Yes,
Rob?
yes, sir.
This interview is gonna be awesome.
It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time
Y'all
coming.
ready for this?
I hope y'all ready for this.
Y'all ready for this?
I don't even think I'm ready for this.
Nah, bro. Nah, you born ready.
This is gonna be fun. We rocking the merch, by the way.
Yes.
We rocking some of the merch. We're gonna talk about that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We sporting it for our brother, no doubt.
And it's
Absolutely.
been like that since day one. And I think the stories, we have so many stories,
For
man.
sure.
And there's pictures to back them up too. I mean,
doubt.
first time I ran into Rob, man.
Yes.
Amazon. I forgot, was it 2013 or 14?
Yo, Amazon.
Amazon.
Wow.
Remember that.
Wow.
Yeah, you had it. Yeah, I still have the picture. So we go back.
We
go
go
back.
I want to know where did the passion for fashion come? Like, let's start from the beginning for you.
Oh boy, excuse me. Fashion in general, I think, was always in me, and that's due to my parents, mainly my grandmother and my mother.
Mm-hmm.
So as a child in Haiti, of course, you always had to have the iscump. You know what I'm saying? Your pants, your socks got to match. Your shoes got to match your belt. Those are things that they taught me at a young age.
Okay.
So fast forward to coming here. Of course, being an artist, I've always used to draw.
Okay.
Born in Haiti. You were born in Haiti.
Born in Haiti.
Mhm.
I actually came here when I was was it 13, 12?
Mhm.
So,
okay.
So I did, my formative years, you know what I'm saying, learning the basics of life. I was
Nice.
groomed in Haiti.
Nice.
So I kind of got the Haiti beat down. So
Okay.
when I came here, it was kind of like easy to stay in line, you know what I mean? But, so, coming here, I, as I got a little bit in my teenage years, I did dabble a little bit in, modeling. And it wasn't high level modeling, but, it was, I thought that I had, somebody kind of like gave me, the idea that I possibly could be a model. So I tried it, and
Tyson Beckford.
yes, that's around the time too when Tyson was, popped off back in the 90s. So, I had some good looks, Ford, Boss models at the time. I had some, second, I had one interview, then, to a second interview, but
Nice.
so it didn't kind of like work out to my advantage, or I guess maybe that wasn't in the cards for me.
Mm-hmm.
So that didn't work out. But I was always intrigued into fashion.
Okay.
So fast forward to 2005, I kind of like ran into a high school friend of mine that I hadn't seen him since we graduated high school.
Mm-hmm.
So there was probably a good 10-year gap. So where I used to work at a spot, I never really would run into anyone that I know around that area. And then that one day I walked outside to get something in the car. Who I saw was my friend that graduated high school with.
Mm-hmm.
We kicked it. He told me what he was doing at the time and introduced me to, graphic design. Shout out to Ed Bellevue. His brand is called Fritz. I always got to shout him out because he actually was the one that actually kind of like, sparked that.
Yeah, we met him.
Fire.
Yeah,
Even though I always had a background in designing as far as art, and I did the fashion thing, but I was never into trying to, come out with a brand or something like that. So anyway, shout out to Ed who helped, spark that fire. And I had other friends, of course, that actually, helped me out in learning how to use the, Photoshop, Illustrator, and so forth. They introduced that to me. So I started a brand in 2005 called Finesse, FYNYSS. And initially it was FNS, which was, the initials of my wife, and my daughter at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we revamped it. So anyway, that was one brand in 2005. But when again, you had a vision, but no lesson, no knowledge of how to go about the business. Just, you had a vision or you had a passion just because you want to, you figured I had the artwork, the background to do it. So of course, not knowing enough, not researching enough, that didn't kind of like, take off. And plus I didn't have the capital to put behind it. At the time I was going to the project, the magic show in Vegas. So I did all of the, going out there to see how the things work. But once again, doing the footwork, but financially I couldn't, and it was just so crazy. With no money, you're trying to come out with a whole full collection. I'm talking about denim jackets and everything. I was designing everything. I'm like, we're going to come out. We're going to blow up.
Right.
But once again, you're going into something, you got to research, you got to do your homework. And it was just passion without the knowledge of the game. So anyway, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I kind of like took a break from designing, and then 2010 hits, which was the earthquake.
Right.
And for whatever reason, like I listened to a lot of people talk as catastrophic of a thing that it was for us to deal with. It birthed a lot of ideas, a lot of entrepreneurs to come up with something.
Absolutely.
Even though we were struck with something that could have broke us down, I felt like that gave us energy to uplift. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly where Heritage Trends initially came from. You know what I'm saying? That's what birthed Heritage, because I wanted to do something to showcase the beauty in the history of Haiti. And what bothered me at the time is because like, you're watching all the news networks, and it was just like redundant. Haiti, the poorest, country in the Western Hemisphere. Haiti, dirty. Haiti this, Haiti that. And then I'm like, dang, like, that's all I kept hearing. So I wanted to do something to twist the narrative a little bit.
Change the narrative. Right. Absolutely.
So I created this one piece, and I still have that piece too. So just that's the only piece that I did, just so I could, and then from that point on, it sparked.
Okay.
Wow, I love this piece. I'd like to, buy it. And then from there on, then I started kind of, going deeper into it. And then it kind of like also sparked an interest for me to learn a little bit more about the history of the country. Things that, that maybe I didn't learn. I didn't really take serious as a child, our history, how much we play a part in world history, not just our history in terms of like, what they call it, overcoming slavery, but we also inspired or helped others. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like that needed to be said. It needed to be, what they call it, shared. And I felt like, what better way to do it? I don't have TV show. Fashion is one of the best ways you can express and also share information.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like where I wanted to do something to share information. And like I said, it started initially with just Haiti, and then digging deeper into it. I'm like, you know what? There's a lot of other cultures that are out there that we don't know much about besides just what mainstream media tells us. So I wanted to highlight a lot of different things from other, cultures out there to educate myself in the world and expose pride.
Yeah.
Speaking of pride, you said you started within the Haitian culture.
Yes.
Which piece in detail sparked for you in the culture, and tell us a little bit about your experience dealing with the culture when you first launched the brand, or first launched the first pieces that sparked some notoriety for you.
Okay. The first piece is it was just kind of like basically, I'm going to tell you like what inspired that piece. It's a piece that actually was more so geared towards resilience and the strength of the people. And what sparked that is, I remember there's a magazine or a picture I saw, during the coverage. It was a woman walking. I don't know if they were going to church, but it looked like that's what they were, they're walking her child.
Yes.
Whether it's church or to something, they were fully, well dressed, but they were walking through mud and all the debris. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And I'm like, dang, like this is like literally like maybe like a few days after the earthquake. And I'm like, dang, like look how clean, how sharp the mother looks, and you see the son. Like I'm talking about like they're going to the Oscars, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, that's exactly who we are. You know what I'm saying? So that piece was, that inspired me to create something that kind of like, showcase the strength, resilience, and that to me was more so like a representation of what and who we are to each other and to the world. So, but as far as like the feedback from the people when they saw it, they connected, they kind of like resonated, you know, with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow. And then I kind of like had a little explanation, you know what I'm saying, you know, to kind of like break down what the whole concept was about, and they just gravitated towards it. And then, you know, of course I sold a few, and then at the time, because I had family members who were going to Haiti, so I was able to contribute, you know what I'm saying, to give back, you know what I'm saying? Of
Did
course,
you have a website up at the time, or
no?
Okay.
This was just like Facebook.
Yeah, I remember those days.
I threw the shirts on Facebook. It was like, yo, where can I get this? Oh, this is hot.
Okay.
So that's all I had. It was just Facebook. And so like I said, the people definitely, you know, responded to the piece, and I did sell a few pieces, you know what I'm saying? Because I think one of the other, because like the back was that the resilience piece, and then the front was the Superman what they call it, diamond, right? I think whatever the shape, right?
Yeah.
And it's the H,
right,
with the Haiti in there.
Okay, nice.
So
I remember that one.
Yeah, so it's so crazy. Like one of my boys who actually bought one, this is like, what you talking about? With 2005, we were 2021, so that's what, 15, 16 years ago, right? No, 22, so it's 17 years ago, right?
17.
So he wore it because he used to go to the gym. He tagged me. He's like, yo, remember this shirt?
Wow.
And this is a shirt that I did since 2005, 2010. So so that right there was something that was you know, dear to me. So, you know, people, you know, felt like we needed to show that we are strong, we are super, even though when we are knocked down, we're gonna always get back up. So, you know, that, you know, but it's a journey though. It's tough. It's tough.
We're gonna talk about it.
It's not easy.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
That's an understatement.
It takes a lot of perseverance. It takes a lot of oh my God, man, frustration, or you feel like you're not getting, but you know, we could go.
A lot of sleepless nights.
Oh my God,
is it sleepless nights because of you don't know which next design you're gonna come out with, or how you're gonna roll something out, or from you know, when you put something out, the kind of reaction you're gonna get from your audience, and support. Yeah,
well, the support is usually that's the part that's stressful. But as far as like for me, because I love designing, I'm constantly in design mode. Literally, like if I'm driving down the road, I'm looking at what people's wearing. I'm looking at different things. So I'm always inspired by something. So as far as like, because I love what I do, it's not work for me. So I could, you know, I think my wife used to be like, when I first started, she's like, you know, you've been in front of the computer for like 8 hours, right? Nah, it doesn't feel like it.
It doesn't feel like it, right?
But because it's just like, I enjoy what I do. You know what I'm saying? So I can actually sit in front of my computer and whip out like 10, 15 designs, and I had to go through to see which ones I like the most. So that part, really, to be honest with you, it's just that I love what I do. So I don't really lose sleep over that. But sometimes I'll be like, I'm laying down and an idea comes into my head and I will not fall asleep for the rest of the night.
Yeah. No. I can relate.
I can relate.
He can relate. We all can relate.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yo, can you imagine? I'm sitting there like tossing.
Yeah.
I grabbed the computer.
Yeah.
She's like, you know what time it is? It's like 4:00 in the morning, right?
Yeah,
but I can't fall asleep.
But that's how I think naturally that's how creators are. It's something you just have to get out your head.
It's a struggle.
I understand.
Yeah. Well, it's a good struggle.
Yeah,
it's a good struggle because your mind is constantly creating on something that you love.
Yeah,
and it's not, you know, at least it's not your 9 to 5. I'm like, yo, this boss, man, I can't.
Right.
You know? That is true. It's a different feeling.
It's a different feeling.
Yeah, it is definitely different.
I want to kind of talk about the name Heritage Trends, like the Haitian background and the unfortunate situation that turned into a fortunate situation, the 2010 earthquake. Heritage Trends, where did that come about?
Oh man, that's okay. That right there in itself too. I got to shout out another friend. I don't have to say this, but you know who he is, right? Initially, it was Heritage Tees. And then
Tees,
just TEES, right?
Okay.
And then so of course Heritage, because I felt like, you know, it was a representation of our heritage, right? So because I didn't want to, even if I didn't know I was gonna do something global, but I just wanted to kind of like use the word that kind of like, you know, was, I guess, that connect for us to, understand that it's our heritage that we're representing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, it was Heritage Tees, and then he saw it on Facebook. It hits me up. He's like, hey, he didn't even put it on under the comments. He's like, he hit me up like personally, what they call a Facebook DM.
Yeah.
You plan on selling T-shirts all your life? That was the question.
Ooh.
I said, what do you mean? I said, the name of your brand is called Heritage Tees.
Mm-hmm.
So what, you gonna be making tees for the rest of your life? Is that what the brand is all about?
Mm.
And then I said, no. He's like, then you need to revisit. Because if you, at some point,
was stretching you.
yeah, if you want to make hoodies, you can't say Heritage Tees hoodies. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
I get it.
So I had to go back, and then
It's always that one comment.
and that's another thing too. Though that's another thing about me, and I think it's something that it's a testament of my ability to open myself up to be able to listen to people,
Absolutely.
whether or not that you're in the field,
Mm-hmm.
because I always feel like someone always has something to give you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's how you interpret it or
Right.
how you use it that can make it useful for you.
Absolutely.
So, mind you, he's not in fashion.
Mm-hmm.
The guy is a
Definitely.
chef. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But he saw something that was bigger than what I was doing at the moment. So, of course, then I, went into the creative process and like, the Heritage Tees, whatever, what would sit well. And then trends, like, okay, Heritage is always trending. There's nothing. It's never out of style to represent who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's always trending. It was just, it's kind of like under,
Gotcha.
but it's always there. So
And now talk about the transition from that to now Heritaj.
Heritaj. That was also another friend.
You got a lot of friends,
That
bro.
has nothing to do with fashion. Sat down, we're talking, and he's like, "Do you mind if I give you some critique?" I said, "Go ahead, shoot, man. Go ahead. I'm open, to hear what you got to say." And he goes, I don't know, like the name, it's dope, but it sounds like it's boxed. And I said, what do you mean boxed? Like, it's like you limiting yourself to just one, like, it's like, I don't know, like, if you look at other brands that actually, if like, how they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
He's like, most of the brands have like one name. So he went along, it's like, what I'm saying? Like, Gucci's and the Prada's and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right,
And then
right.
he goes like, let's take it even further. Look at Louis Vuitton, right? Whatever, Vuitton. Right.
Yeah. No, you got it. You got it. Louis Vuitton.
Right?
Louis Vuitton.
He's like,
You said it right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Givenchy.
Givenchy.
Givenchy. So,
You good.
so he goes, even if when you look at those, the brand that had like two names,
Mhm.
they had to shorten them out. Like, he's like, well, I got my Louis on. So he's like, even they, even if they didn't do it, we did it for them.
Correct.
Because that's how comfortable we want to be able to pronounce what we're wearing.
Correct.
So he's like, yo, just consider just maybe changing the name or find another way to. And I'm like, I didn't want to go away from Heritage because that's the root of the brand.
Mhm.
So now, and I, once again, it goes back to being creative, but not also, you got to take the advice and how can you make sure you're true to yourself? So I didn't know that Heritaj in Creole, it's spelled Eritaj.
Mm.
That's Heritaj in Creole. I didn't ever. Those are things that that's right there, but you never knew.
Mm.
So, me knowing my influences, of course, Haiti.
Mhm.
That's the roots, but there's French influence,
Mhm.
and me being here for a good number of my years, I'm like, I'd like to merge all of those three influences into the name. So Heritage, of course, the H is still there. And then Heritaj, which is my foundation in Creole.
Okay.
So Heritaj, and that's kind of like my own little thing.
Okay.
So that's kind of like merging those three influences of mine
Very nice.
to still have the name Heritage or Heritaj.
Great play
Okay.
on words.
Yeah,
I like it.
so
I love it, man. I
yeah,
love it. Very
appreciate
creative.
that.
Very creative.
It's
Very creative.
in like I said, it's like, because I like, as much as I like to talk, I also love to listen. So, the more I listen, I can, pick certain things and become a sponge so I can express more. So I do listen a lot more.
So you say that one of the things that keep you up at night is sometimes the support from the people.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about that.
Well, okay. When it comes to the support, I do especially from my Haitian people, the ones that want to support you, no questions asked.
Loyalty.
They all just
I could
like,
concur. I concur.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, why is this? And they just like, oh, I love this. Where can I get it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool. Here's a website. Matter of fact, literally, I've had people approach me, my Haitian people, that gets it.
Okay.
Oh, I want this, and then literally like a day later, that order comes through, and it's not just that person ordering that one piece. They're like, oh shoot, I fell in love with everything, a lot of other things, so they order a bunch of stuff. But you do come across a lot of the times where, and it's one of those things that bothers me, and I used to always say, like, sometimes the powers that be won't allow us in, and I switched that thinking to we don't want each other in.
Clarify that when you say the powers that be won't let us
So,
in. But
I used to say,
we don't let us in.
So I used to say stuff like, the people that run those big fashion houses are not going to let us in. Then I think at some point you may get to that. But if you look at it at our level, they're not stopping us from anything. We're creating, we have platforms, we showcase our stuff. But more so than anything else, it's usually the support that would kind of like catapult that brand to the next level. It's your people buying from you.
Absolutely.
Because I mean, when you look at, when they do the numbers, they'll tell you just Black people in general have spent trillions of dollars in buying luxury brands.
100%.
And aside from just the purchase of luxury brands, we also promote those luxury brands. All right. I mean, I'm in a whole bunch of different group chats on WhatsApp, and some of the HMI groups, you know what I'm saying? Right. And when I tell you, like, pictures are just like flooding, the timeline. I mean, what do they call it? The whatever, your feed. And it's like, toile shit, you know what I'm saying? Versace, you know what I'm saying? And you hear, like, they promoting, and they feel so proud. You know what I'm saying? To showcase. Yeah, tennis skin up your nampe, $3 million. One, and then nigga go buy for
Yo, it's serious, bro.
Yeah, buy your chest.
Everything has to look.
Yeah, So I get it, and everybody has their own style.
Right.
But I feel that they're also within those groups. You'll have designers in those groups that have never gotten one shout out.
Wow.
So I'm like, and I'm not just the only one. Because I'm not only speaking for myself. You know what I'm saying?
We share the same.
We share the same situation, bro.
So I'm like, okay.
So
so I come across individuals that are actually just promoted or just showcased.
Right.
$500 purchase. What's that brand with the heart, with the eyes in it? I forgot what it's called. Everybody had,
Comme
des Garçons.
Comme des Garçons, right?
C'est français.
Oh, oui.
Okay, Rob.
Grand
Okay, Rob.
Grand français, ma
Wait. So, and those, like, you know the price tag on those. So I don't even have to, So anyway, like, I've had individuals within those groups like that would kind of like talk about how much they paid for these things. And then, I don't know if they forget, would complain to me about my price points. That's nowhere near the purchase that they just promoted a week ago. You know what I'm saying?
And we've had these talks. Continue.
So those are the things that I feel like, I don't want to,
Is it a psychological thing? I mean, what do you think it is?
It is definitely psychological. I think it is, like, and we're still being programmed. Reason why I think we haven't given up. Shout out to Ron, shout out to Jacques and everybody else.
Shout out.
You know what I'm saying? All the other brands, you know what I'm saying? Our Haitian brothers and sisters who are still pushing.
Absolutely.
Reason why we haven't given up, for me personally, I think it's because we know this is like hundreds of years of programming where you've kind of like been devalued to the point where the only way you feel valued is when you're wearing something from someone else. that doesn't necessarily value you, but you feel like that's the only way you will be valued by your own. So like me rocking a Denasi shirt, going to a party, they ain't nobody gonna. And it could be a dope ass shirt.
Right.
It could be a dope ass look.
Right.
But for some reason, I'm not, psychologically, I don't think I'm gonna get the same attention wearing something. And mind you, it's a black t-shirt that just says Givenchy on it.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a black t-shirt with a white lettering name on it.
Right.
But
your print and your quality is probably even better.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, so there's a disconnect here. So it has to be psychological because it's not like if it's whack, it's whack. But now I'm even watching social media right now. Everybody has their preferences and things that they like.
Right.
There's some things I see out there in fashion that I guarantee, and I'm going to put the word guarantee on there, right? Take that same exact piece of that product, put it at Walmart. It would not move. Remove the name, just at the same exact, all of the aesthetics, the design itself.
Right.
Put it on the Walmart shelf, it will not move.
Facts.
So a lot of times, and I think, especially with the program, are people not buying because, of like what is really beautiful to them is what they think is status. And I think that's what hurts us a little bit in the psychological aspect of it. It's tough.
But it's tough because sometimes we're victims of it because we're being branded.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. So it's the branding that's working.
Absolutely.
Right? Because if that same piece is in Walmart, I'm not gonna get it. But if it's in this location, in this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like a certain status.
Yeah.
Right. So
but see, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say I try to put myself in the consumer's end where it's like, okay, I go to a car dealership. Everybody knows, okay, I see a Range Rover and I see a Honda Civic. No disrespect towards the Civic, but I know I'm making a certain amount of money. My status correlates with that Range Rover.
Absolutely.
And it's pretty much for the streets or, I want to flash.
Yeah.
And they, just by seeing that vehicle, people already know, okay, I made it.
Yeah, he made it.
So yeah, like you going back to it is psychological. And I think, you know what, bro, just put your shirts at $150, Heritaj t-shirts at $150 because I'm gonna
this is where
cut to the chase, bro.
Yeah. This is where I kind of like see going back to, I guess, just so we make the connection. The psychological part goes deeper than just the marketing aspect of it. Because then again, if it's the price tag, then we would not be questioned for our prices.
that's true.
See what I'm saying? Because like, for instance, like the Nazi shirt, what, $80? Y'all bugging. You know what I'm saying? Because like, Comme des Garçons is, $300. I'm nowhere near that price.
At least.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I get the complaint. So what is it exactly? Is it the quality? Because the quality, I make sure, you're gonna get the presentation, you're gonna get the service, you're gonna get the packaging, will reflect that.
Right.
So once you make that first purchase, because the thing is, we have work to do, because we have to be also hard on ourselves. Because a lot of times you hear, oh, service is terrible. Oh, sometimes you'll hear the product does not, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think we are fixing that. So because we're making the effort to fix those things, I think it's also time that people, our people start to appreciate that we are getting the same thing. Now we can make this stuff just as hot as we made the other stuff hot.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because we are, at the end of the day, they're not hot. We make them hot.
That's
Right.
100% fact.
That's 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So
how do we break that psychological way of thinking?
it's
In your opinion.
my opinion is to continue to do what we're doing. Because like I said, because I think a lot of times we're also paying for whatever bad experiences our people may have experienced. Because you hear that, I think buy ice in. Because either the service or something's, didn't.
Or I don't want to make him rich.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so that part right there. That
blue-
part I don't. That part I don't know how to fix.
Now
Blue,
we're going well into
that-
our
That's-
interview. Go ahead.
See, that part right there,
sad.
I really don't know it because how to fix it. Besides just because I listen to a lot of different podcasts, like or I don't know if it's a podcast, but videos that Dr. Claude Anderson talks about group economics and how what do you call it? And I'm not it's not the segregating. I mean, being segregated or trying. It's just kind of like a matter of just like how do you uplift your community so your community can now help the city that what I'm saying we all live in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because every group plays their part, and then in turn, you know what I'm saying?
And then keeps the money circulating within the community.
So, like, I give you an example. You have an organization, and you want me to donate to that organization. But then again, you've never made a purchase from my business. And so it can't be just a one-way exchange. You invest in me, I end up investing back in you.
Correct.
So 3 of us, you a barber, you got a restaurant, I do clothes. You all, both of y'all buy clothes from me. I get my haircut from you. I get, food from you.
Yeah.
Right? And literally $50 can circulate between the 3 of us.
Right.
That money you spend, I spent it with you, it goes to him, it comes back to me, it comes back to you again. So it's not, you're not making me rich, we're making each other rich.
Right.
And that's the problem I think we still have not been able to understand. It's not you making me rich, because if you spend with me, and it's like I said, it's the trust issue. But once we fix that part, to know like, okay, well, yeah, Glad came to my shop, and I went to his shop. Dang, so we just exchanged the same whatever money I just spent. He just gave it right back to him.
Right.
So, and once we understand that, like you look at all of the other groups, you don't have to say names, but the other groups that are thriving, what they understand is like, I'm not afraid to spend with you because I know that money's not going somewhere else. So, like, I think there was a post I saw not too long ago where it says, what do you call it? The amount, how long money stays within each community.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna come up with that. Yeah.
So, I think the Asian community was like 20 some odd days. Jewish, close to the same thing. Indians, Indian community, same. High. I'm talking about like 20 plus, almost a month. For us as a people, whether you Haitian, Jamaican, I don't care, just blacks in general, 7 hours. And it made sense because you get paid on Friday. You don't have really, you don't really have a lot of bars that you own, clothing shop that you own. So you get paid. That money you just work so hard for goes into somebody else's community. Right. So that's where that's why it doesn't spend, you know what I'm saying? So now if I don't go spend somewhere else, they're not going to spend back with me, because anybody else who has a business within the black community does not invest in the black community. That we have to be honest with ourselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not building no parks. They're not putting no basketball courts. They're not doing anything extra for us. They get the money and they go put that money back within their community. Right. And it's not preaching, to be against anyone. It's just that how do you show love for your own while still supporting everybody else?
Now, I must say, great point. There are a lot of people like trying to build back into this whole Black Wall Street situation. We can go deep. So the whole Black Wall Street, where I think, and this is now where in Brooklyn, Nostrand Avenue in particular, I think is the Haitian Black Wall Street. It's starting to become that way. Yes. Where you have your restaurants, you have your mom and pop shops, and we need more of that. Yeah. And we need to support that, because that's only going to elevate the culture.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
So I think like Nostrand Avenue is that. You have Spring Valley is another great asset within the culture, where we like to joke around and call you from Canada.
Canada, right?
But
straight up.
When I went out there, I was just like, wow, you got your bakery shops, and you got this shop and that shop, Haitian owned. Yeah. Will somebody from Brooklyn drive out to Spring Valley? Maybe not, but at the same time, it's revolving. Yeah. Now, what I don't like at times, it's like, okay, a liquor store comes into a community and then we accept it as a community because it's like, all right, cool. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I think we're starting to, little by little, it's going to take, it may not
It
happen
takes
in our
time.
generation,
Yeah.
but I can see that happening.
And I mean, and just we do have to see that there is some change happening. So
Right.
and Brooklyn is definitely one of those places that you can talk about, because like even within those groups that I'm a part of, I hear those guys, you know, posting about, you know, someone should just open a bar and restaurant,
Right.
go support that. You know, being that I'm from Canada,
Just say you're from Canada.
You know what I mean? But
The solution is
the
just
solution
to,
is coming.
It's coming.
and
Because
just to keep going.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, we have to accept that this is years
Yeah.
of programming that we have to undo.
Yeah.
And since we are aware, you know what I'm saying, of what took place and what's happening, we are doing what we're supposed to do because we support one another.
Right.
That also shows, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, so it's not, because I remember one point they used to think like, oh, Fritz, you know, you're in competition with the Nazi. The Nazi's competing with somebody. It's like, competing? What do you mean? Like, is Ralph Lauren competing with Hilfiger? You know, it's like, yeah, we all putting a product out there. We all market the product. And I may like polo sweats more than I like Hilfiger sweats.
Right. I've always used the example of it's a buffet, right? We're all representing the culture, but some people may like this piece that you make or this piece that we make. At the end of the day, as long as people are repping, we're happy.
That's all that matters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we've gone to, you know, these stores, you know, the Macy's, the Neiman's, and so forth, right? And they have all of these brands there.
Yeah.
But, you know, one day I go in there, I don't want to see anything Gucci. I want to pick up another brand.
Right.
And they're all getting picked up. And like I said, all of us in this room can go to the mall, and not one of us will, you know, each of us will have a different bag.
Yeah.
We might have a couple pieces that maybe alike, but it'll be different bags. And I love Pradas. I love whatever. Yeah, I love the Nazi. You know what I'm saying? The Nazi hats, I mess with those heavy.
Right.
But I like that you know, t-shirt that Heritage put out.
Right.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, and I could be like, yo, listen, you know what? I'm going to this function and I want to rock this. This is what I want to, you know, put on. So it's not like I'm afraid. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be afraid to be you know, to be out there, because at the end of the day, we are representing our culture. We are representing, you know, the creative aspect of what we bring to this world.
Yeah.
But like you said, it goes back to also, once our people start to understand that, yeah, go ahead, buy everybody else, but give us that same love too. That's all we're saying. Absolutely. You know, because I'm not going to tell you not, you know, well, if, you know, just because you buy something else or you buy us, you shouldn't buy something else. That's not realistic. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. So for us to be fair, we have to stay consistent and continue pushing, and also showing our people we are creative out here. You know what I'm saying? And when it's like, oh, that's a dope piece, I don't care who made it. It's a dope ass piece. I want to buy that. And if it happens to be a Haitian brother that made it, oh, even better. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because now I know that that money I just spent with this brand, at some point it's gonna be spent on another. You know what I'm saying? And once we do that, I think other cultures will respect us, because nobody gets criticized at anybody else for doing it. Nobody criticized the Italians for, you know what I'm saying, supporting, you know, Little Italy and buying pizza there. Nobody criticized them. Nobody criticized, you know, when I go to Fort Lee, it's usually Asians that usually, the Koreans, you know what I'm saying? And nobody criticized nobody else for it. So we shouldn't be ashamed to support one another, because everybody else does it. Why is it that we feel like it's like something that, oh my God, it's divisive to like say that, you know, I want to support a fellow Black, you know what I'm saying, entrepreneur. That's nothing wrong with that. Everybody else does it. So
great point. As far as competition, let's talk about that, because one thing that squashed that was Runway Pride. Oh yeah. Talk to us about their experience with Runway Pride, because I believe that's how we met initially. Well, that's when I met you, but you met Rob prior to that. Yeah. So you came up with the concept of Runway Pride. Am I correct?
Humbly, yes.
Humbly.
The way I phrased, like I know you did, but just talk about that experience and what was your thought process.
And it's this. I think it was just one of those things that, you know, sometimes you talk certain things, and if you're not showing, someone setting the example, then it's like Tente me parler là. On like you just just la voix monter, like that's just how you say, right? So I'm like, and I believe that. So when I reached out to indulge, because I would always run into you guys. Whether before we knew each other, I would see you guys at all of the functions. Because one jazz my own so Lemalan Jazzo, I see you guys. I'm like, that next up to Ron, same thing. Me and Quest, I knew Quest, what I'm saying, because Quest also used to live in Canada, but with Jacques and of course we added, Valentine at the time. So once again, there was something, and it was just more so to show our people, like, it's just talent. It's just we are doing things to, because if you look at it, 5 Haitian designers, we didn't have the same things.
No.
We had different aspects of how we can represent the culture.
Correct.
Right.
So you can actually buy all 5 of us.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So when the idea, it was just so we can show our people that, listen, number one, we have talent. Number one, we do put our time and energy to give you something of quality, right? And now you see that we're not, the whole shimmer, crabs in a barrel. That doesn't exist. If it exists, we're trying to actually put that to rest. You know what I'm saying? We can compete where we motivate each other, because the competition should be there because it motivates you.
Right.
If it destroys you, then it's not competition that's hate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like if I see so sometimes you get into your downtimes and you're like, dang, you down, you don't, creatively, you're not motivated to do anything. And then I'm browsing through my timeline and I see a post, I'm like, that shit is dope. Where's my computer?
Yeah.
Right. And and that automatically sparks that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does.
If it's the same thing, you got athletes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like LeBron could be in the gym practicing with his teammates. Somebody knocked 3 shots. Guess what? He wants to improve his shot. And that's his teammate. That's not even his opponent.
Yeah.
But that if you don't have people that motivate you to the point where they're like, damn, man, I just saw 3 pieces that the Nazi just dropped. Those jackets. Come on. You slacking, fam. You slacking. So go to work.
Right.
So it pushed me. So like I feel that, we always have to have that little bit competitive nature in us, as long as it's not destroying one another. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So Runaway Pride showed me that. To see how we came together. We all wanted to show the best of what we have.
Yeah.
But to see the behind the scenes when we were doing the casting and when
that was
Quest,
fun.
had his boy recording those sessions, you see them,
Yeah.
you're like, dag, yo. And I think people are like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We
That was
showed
fun.
something that I don't think
It was
it's
fun.
been done.
No, it's never.
It
You know what I'm saying?
hasn't.
Not in our
But
life,
to
not
see
in-
how like look at how much fun that they're having. And it's not like they like this was like, oh, 1, 2, 3,
Right.
record. This was like candid,
Yeah,
man.
it's all
Like
candid.
this
It
is
was-
who we
it was-
are.
No, it was official.
You know
It
what I'm
was
saying?
official, Yeah.
So, and I think like when I remember that show, sometimes I watch those videos to see how the people, what they call it, what's the word I'm looking for? How they embraced it. The crowd, they're like, so it's not what we thought.
Right.
I remember
Right.
Stacks. Shout out to Stacks. Stacks, after the show, he saw me outside. He's like, yo, about time y'all did that. Because he's like, you don't know how many times. And people's like, yo, how come you he's like, no, listen, dog. How come y'all don't ask me questions when I throw in Louis, and then I throw Gucci the next week?
True. That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? How come
Right.
y'all don't ask me those questions? Why is it that if I wear, the Nazi hat and I got a, at the time, Heritage Trends, tee,
Right.
that something's wrong with that. He's like, no, I'm that's just like, that's what I love to wear at the time. So,
Right.
It's something that we need to do more of. You know what I'm saying? It's
That was
not-
like a La Nuit des Jeunes fashion
You know,
show.
fashion. And not for nothing. I think we hopefully when this thing slowed down and opened up for us a little bit,
Right.
I'd like for us to do something like that.
So you
because it's-
Runway Pride Part 2, you think?
I think it's
time?
it's I mean, once things open up, we need it.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah,
for
we'll
sure.
figure something out. But and it was something special. It's still special to me, still to this day, because if it showed that we can do a lot if we put our heads together.
Absolutely.
I want to talk about something that you're 5 stars at. quality
Mhm.
and service. Talk to us a little bit about that, because I already know you're good with the design, but we didn't we didn't dig deep about the quality and the service.
That's something that is very dear to me. The reason being is because, once again, I feel like we're fighting ghosts of past that even our own people don't want to associate with us, because they're like, you always hear that, like I said, the Haitian mechanic, you know what I'm saying? Ou ba machine nan lundi, moun nan di la ba ou le vendredi, mais li ba do ki vendredi.
For all you English, for the English,
Yeah,
but bro,
so
that was funny. That was I gotta give it to you on that one. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, so it's real, because you hear those things. So you gotta find a way to reprogram your people.
Right.
So it's like, you're gonna get the call on Friday. So when you go back on Friday, it's like, but I didn't say this Friday. So now you gotta go into this like digging. So you gotta tell me which Friday.
Which Friday?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
right.
those are the things that we had to fix. So the service. Oh my God, this was supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, this way, but it didn't happen the way, and then nobody tried to fix it.
Right.
So for me personally, I put myself in the shoe of a consumer, because I am first a consumer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm always thinking like, okay, dang, if I messed up, I usually kind of like, send a text, or an email. Thank you for the purchase. You know what I'm saying? Let us know if there's anything that we can fix. And if there's something that happened that, whether it was the size issue or something that you didn't like with the product, just give us a chance to fix it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the service part, because think about it. We all go through it. You go to any other those big brands, you're gonna go through something that you don't like. But what you do know, when you go back to that store, you're gonna get that service like, oh, sorry, this happened. Here's a replacement. You know what I'm saying? Or here's credit on something.
Absolutely.
So that part right there, I'm learning from them, because at the end of the day, that's what makes us go to these places.
Right.
So how do I make you, gain you as a customer
And keep coming back.
while you're still going to those big, because we are big too, to those other brands, because there's something you're getting there that I need to give you too. So you can feel like, I could go to both places. So the quality is heavy for me, because I'm my own shopper. Like, I want to wear what I sell. And it's not just because I want to promote the brand, it's because I actually love what I
I
really do.
No, we get it. We definitely
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely
sometimes I'm always like, you conceited. It's like, I'm not conceited. It's just that when I wear the other stuff, I feel good to see. But that's like, if I'm wearing something that I made and I'm like, I made that, I'm like, that's dope right here, right?
No doubt.
So anyway, like I put myself as a consumer, so I can be able to deliver what I would critique or what I would not critique. You know what I'm saying? So that right there is heavy for me. And I mean, I've gone to the point where sometimes, like, if a customer tells me that something was wrong, I'm like, you know what? And I didn't even say nothing. I just send something extra. Just so I could, because I want to fix that part. And I'm like, to some people, that's a loss. No, it's not a loss, because I want you to understand that I value, you know what I'm saying, you shopping with us.
Right.
Because we're behind. So we have to almost like work extra hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not only to fix ghost of past F-ups, because we do have to admit that. I mean, I'm a Haitian man, and some of my experiences in the kind of like, businesses that I frequent, it's like I had to, pull whoever to the side, like, we got to do better, man. I'm not going to stop coming.
We got to hold each other accountable.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to stop coming, because I like my Haitian bread.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let me put you on my man back off him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't negotiate that. But so I'm not gonna stop coming, but I'm gonna also let you know, there's no way I'm gonna come here and you're gonna treat me like as if like I need you more than you need me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the mindset that they have to understand, that when I buy that Haitian bread, when I buy that Heritage t-shirt or the clothing, I'm gonna put it on me. I am a walking billboard. I'm eating Haitian bread and I'm wearing a Heritage shirt.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that bread? It looks good. Oh, it went from here. If I had a bad experience with both brands.
You can even. Now you cutting them loose, so you can even share.
You're
it
gonna
with
be like,
anybody.
I bought it from this Haitian spot, but don't go there.
Yeah.
I had a bad experience.
So those are the things that
don't buy this sweater because I had a bad experience.
Yeah. And those are the things that I feel like we have to fix. You know, on top of like sometimes we can say that, you know, our people don't support us, but you know, sometimes there's reasoning behind it. So like I said, there's years of deprogramming. There's also years of showing that like we've learned. You know, this generation are paying attention. You know what I'm saying? These young entrepreneurs, I don't care what it is that you do, we're learning. And you know, the old way of doing things, like, you know, they used to say, like, you know, Haitian business, right? They got the owner wants to be the owner, the chef.
You wear all hats. You can't do it.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
There's certain things you can do, but you have to know your limits. And it hurts your business even more when you're trying to wear all these hats. So something's gonna suffer. Like, you know, I know for me, I know I'm comfortable designing. And the early years of Heritaj, the designs were there. But my marketing was terrible. I couldn't wear that hat. And I thought I was doing something because I got my Facebook, my Instagram. I could post here and there. And I thought that was enough. It wasn't generating the traffic that I know the site needs. So I had to go into, come on, man. You being typical.
You have to step it up.
Right? Okay, Fritz, you know, the hat that you're good at is you're designing. That's your hat.
Right.
You can't market too, because you don't know it that well. There's the whole algorithm, you know, all these terms. You know, perfect time of the day to post, what to post, how to hashtag. I don't know all of that stuff.
And so it's okay.
It's
It's okay. It's not.
And I could learn it, but then now something else is gonna suffer. So I have to build my team. So, and my team doesn't necessarily mean people around me. I could hire an individual that actually does that. So, you know, if that's a nugget, you know, for us to kind of like, listen, you're good at what you do. There's other things that your business needs. And I had to learn that. And that has, you know, paid off.
Absolutely. Because
now you're seeing my brand, you know, without me having to post, you know, so my marketing is being handled by a different company. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm getting more visibility. It's generating more traffic. It's increasing my followers. So I can focus on what I do best. And then, of course, as we grow, we'll add more to it. But the thing is, I've limited myself to wearing not too many hats.
Let's talk about what you do best. What you got coming out next? What you working on? Spring coming soon.
Spring coming soon. So I got my spring collection is in the works now. I just actually and I'm kind of like just testing the market right now because I have these varsity jackets.
Yeah, I saw that. Tough.
And you know, that was just like, once again, it's following the trend of, you know, how fashion moves, you know, because we always have to, what do you call it? That was
be ahead.
What's the word again? There was a term they used to call not forced. It'll come back to me. But anyway, like, you know, when you look ahead, like, you know how there's always a season ahead.
Forecasting.
There you go. Forecasting. Okay. So you know, I might be able to, you know, to put a few pieces just to, you know, because there was some demand for it after I just introduced it. But my spring collection it will be ready within the next couple of weeks or so. So I have the spring collection with my shorts, my jerseys. My t-shirts are always gonna be there.
Right.
Okay. But there's a lot of things that we're working on as far as like the marketing, videos, photo shoots, just so we can, you know, increase, you know, in the areas to show, you know, the growth in the years that we've been, you know, doing it. So a lot of time and energy and
it's growing, man. We're proud of you, brother.
Definitely.
No, I appreciate that.
You're putting up some tough pieces.
No, it's and that's the thing too, because like I said, I'm motivated by everything. So, and it's usually because like I like when you have people around you that are always doing. It keeps you on your toes.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not putting the shots up in the gym, and I'm just gonna be sitting down, all three of us will be sitting down, just looking at each other.
Yeah,
that's true.
You put up a few shots, I'm like, damn, Rob just
gotta get in
30.
the game.
Glad just dropped 35.
Right.
Yeah. Fritz, you still at 10?
Yeah. I gotta get in.
You gotta get your game up.
10-day contract.
Yeah,
I'm not with the 10-day contract. You know what I mean? I want a full contract. So you know, like I said, you guys always motivated me. Like, you know, when we went to Miami, I gotta go back to y'all.
Yeah.
I'm in Miami. I crossed my I'm in Miami, and then I'm on Ocean. I'm on Ocean Drive, on the beach, on the strip, and then this truck billboard had both y'all on the joint, and I found myself like this.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
O bafão aí não? O Gaspia vai cansar. Yeah,
bro.
No, true story though.
That
it was big.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. I don't. I'm out there. I'm like, yeah, man. I got because I think I had the Heineken piece, right? That the inspiration, right? I'm like, your piece is dope, man. And I see the van, the billboard pass through. I said, damn, you wasted another trip. True story. Though. So
bro, if you only knew, shout out to Lex
and that was all over Miami though. That was that whole. You talking about from Thursday because everybody gets there on Thursday.
Yeah,
from Thursday until Monday. Y'all was roaming.
Yeah. That was a team.
You know what I'm saying?
That was a team effort. That was big.
So that right there, and mind you, after that trip, you got to get in the gym, bro. You know what I mean?
Right,
you got to get in the gym. What you know what I'm saying? So it was more so like inspirational.
Motivation.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, they working. Ron, like I'm at, Ron is there. And then Ron's like, yo, Fritz, man.
Ron's a full-time model.
Full-time model.
And I'm like, yo, you can't be in Canada, man, with your brain just sitting up there. You got to come down here. You got to network.
Yeah.
So all of these things, you know what I'm saying? Or have it, pushed me and motivated me to do more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like I said, like, for us, like, I think, I do feel that the amount of time and energy that we put in within especially our Haitian artists, I would hope they embraced it a little bit more. I'm sorry, just to add that right there, right quick.
No, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Because like,
we agree.
One of my biggest looks came from,
I was waiting.
Okay. Let's talk about the verses. Go ahead.
Because you said visibility.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And those are all of the things. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that I learned that you can have a good product. You can have the best designs in the world, but if nobody, gets to see it, then it's just like it's dead in your hand. It's just you're doing just a dead product.
Right.
So long story short, I was fortunate to meet up with Sheek Louch, from the Louch, and we built a relationship in terms of like understanding that you got some dope stuff, and giving him his respect from what he's done as as an artist, and from there he embraced what I was doing.
Just on the strength that it was dope stuff.
I mean, okay, just the thing is, if he gets to see this, so be it.
When he sees
he sees it, right? So we live in kind of like in the same community, right?
Canada.
So I said this joke will never end.
No.
So this was a prayer of mine, right? And I'm like, Dag, it's kind of like I know he lives there, and I'm like, Dag, you can't roll up to the guy's house and knock on the door. Hey,
like Fubu going to LL.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
And this is street. See, these guys are street. So then it's not, you don't know that. So I'm like, God, because I normally go for runs in my community. So I said, this was my prayer, right? And whether it's the higher being, whatever you call it, I said, God, if it's your will, you can allow me to run into him while I'm running.
Manifested.
Right? As I'm making a turn towards his block, his car is coming down. And literally I said that prayer maybe 10 minutes before it happened.
Wow,
bro.
So,
wow.
Ding, ding, ding. It's your opportunity, right?
What'd you do? You just jumped on him.
Threw the shirt in his car. He stopped in the middle of the street.
So, I waved him down and in a very, very humble, very down-to-earth dude. And then I introduced myself, you know what I'm saying, and he took a look. He's like, what's your whatever, your page? He took a look. He's like, oh yeah, stuff is it's nice. And then at that point, it was kind of like, still all right, okay, I see what you're doing. So we communicated through Instagram. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, yeah, cool, it was nice meeting you, fella, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, God, whatever. So long story short, fast forward, maybe like a month later, this is when the verses was hitting up, and we talked about it, and we got to talk a little bit more about how it was going. So I didn't even know. It's just like you tell me, yeah, this is gonna be crazy, with dips, Mm-hmm. And then I didn't say anything because I didn't want to force myself like, yo, you gotta wear it. So he hits me up. He's like, yo, get me this. If you could get me these two, that's what I want to wear for the show.
Nice.
Wow. I'm like,
wow.
And mind you, like this is versus at the Garden, so brands are lined up
everywhere, right? Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you know it was gonna be? First of all, you were there,
yeah.
But then, did you know it was gonna be as big as it afterwards?
No, I didn't. Okay. I didn't because I mean, it was just like, at the moment, I was just like, is this really happening?
Yeah.
Because I'm at the Garden, I'm amongst everybody else, and I'm like, I'm really here. And then, okay, so I'm here. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I could have picked, but I didn't. It wasn't like, and then I'm looking at the piece, and then to see everything, and then
everything
follow up after, the all of the different websites, Hot 97, everybody else covering that piece, and that piece is actually a what do you call it? A gift. Like, there's a scene there's a point where he's actually smiling. They turn that into, how you have like when you see those people like a laughing,
okay,
or someone, whatever it is, it's an actual emoji or whatever, yeah. But it's some, the video emojis, right?
Nice,
that's what it is. It's actually like I said, that was also, this is sure that I did is luck is opportunity. It's preparation meets opportunity. So that was my luck, but I also was prepared.
So you had it in inventory already?
Yeah. Now I already had the design. He's just like, if you could get it to me in that color, and I was ready to go.
Nice.
So within that time, produced, and then, and he wore it. And then not only he wore it, he was, what I'm saying? Like I said, that's the, and it wasn't like he owed me that, you know what I'm saying? Right. This is not someone you grew up with that actually owes you something. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He did it on the strength of like, yo, nah, I dig what you're doing, fam. Yeah. And not only he actually wore my stuff for a few. He actually wore one of my stuff for a video that he did.
Nice.
He wore my stuff for interview he did on Vlad TV.
And he also tagged you.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like,
and he
that's beautiful.
Well, how they say, like,
that's what's up.
He understands the
assignment,
right? You know what I mean? Who am I to give it? But it wasn't that. He just understands that I know what you're doing, and I know what you need, and I'm gonna be, at least a stepping stone for you to get there.
Right.
And that's someone who understands that, because he's not losing anything.
Yeah,
right.
By doing that for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he knows that I'm in a position where I can actually reach, you know what I'm saying, to pull him up.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
And I may not be able to give him $10,000 right now, but this I could give him, you know what I'm saying, his own 10.
For sure.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. So those things to me matters.
And that's what you expect from the Haitian artists.
I would love to see that, because I know how much we've given.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We've given without asking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't make a Louch t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He saw something that represented my brand and wore it and tagged me on it.
Product placement.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I don't think I had money enough to buy all of that marketing that came out of that.
That's what's up.
Think about it. For that time, it was, this thing is forever etched in history now.
Absolutely.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? There's no amount of money that I have in my pocket, in my account, that would be able to afford all of these platforms.
Not yet.
It's coming down. We're gonna speak that into fruition. Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We're gonna speak into existence. But
it's deep.
so
it's deep.
because like I said, like, that's a piece for me that hurts a little bit, because I do feel like, some of our community Haitian artists, that we put so much to showcase our heritage, our people, our country, and they don't embrace it the way, other people do for their people. You know what I'm saying? Come on, think about it. We have a lot of heavyweights within our
Oh, yeah.
HMI.
It's
We
big
do.
time.
You know what I'm saying?
we
And I
definitely
mean,
do.
our people have gone out of their way to make sure. I've made shirts literally of bands' names.
Yeah, we've been there.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It didn't even have my brand name on it. It's the band's name on it that they're
Right.
wearing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, how much would it take to be like, yo, you know what? This is from one of ours.
Mm.
That would mean a lot, but we don't get that. So I hope that's something that could
Yeah,
change.
let's hope that changes. Let's make that change, artists
yeah,
in
we
the
gotta-
HMI
we
for
gotta
2022
definitely-
and beyond. Let's make that happen.
And it's not. And I just want to throw this out there.
Yeah.
It's not about. It's bigger than okay. He gives me a T-shirt. I wear it on stage so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
And it's bigger than that. It's longevity.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
called loyalty. It's called okay. I'm going to
Building
wear
a
this.
relationship.
It's building a relationship.
Absolutely.
It's not about what is this going to do for me? It's going to do a lot.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like because 10,000 people are noticing this piece on you as a lead singer.
mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Now they're gonna come to your page, even if they're fans. Even if they're not fans, they're gonna come to your page and say, "Where can I get that shirt?"
Yeah.
Because I saw XYZ wear it.
Yeah.
And now they're gonna go into your page as a band member. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just
One
yo,
hand
bro,
washes the other.
It goes back to the group economics
Exactly.
process and thought
It's
process.
the
Yeah.
mindset.
I mean,
bro.
because the thing is like, and like this is why I tell you it's a problem that we eventually will have to fix, but we have to fix it
right.
because they, those artists that we speak of may not do it for a Haitian designer, but they've done it numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Where actually they highlighted the name of the brand that they wearing,
And
tagged, right?
For sure.
So think about it. You're advertising something that you paid for
Mm-hmm.
that has no connection to you. You know what I'm saying? You actually just went out there and put your $3,000, $5,000 and then told people this is how much I paid for that. Because I remember I saw something, one of the artists was talking about, a Versace shirt that they had on, or how, those guys are following me. But then, so if they're following you with your Versace shirt, how come you haven't worn a shirt that represented the country that you say you love? That's made by one of your own.
And that brand doesn't even care about you.
They
Crazy.
can care less about you.
That right there, no, listen, if we want to be honest, we suck in that area.
Yeah.
We're terrible because we big up everything else. If we feel like we have the ability to make things cool,
Mhm.
but we can make our own cool, then we really aren't as cool as we think then.
Yeah.
That's
Or we just don't
That's
want to
deep.
see each other cool.
Oh, we
You
don't
know?
want to see each other. There are a lot of things, man. We don't want to see each other
other's
cool.
win.
The culture,
Yeah.
perhaps too. There's a culture, like a lack of culture pride, like not culture pride, but more of like the rest of the world socially doesn't really portray Haiti as
So see, and this is where I tell you sometimes we can't blame everybody else.
right.
We got to take ownership too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
So if I don't take pride, if my pride is only shown on 18 Mai, 1er Janvier. Well, I don't know if I'm missing anything. Those are the primarily
two biggest ones.
two biggest ones that
Yeah.
Haitians don't negotiate with you their heritage.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The rest of the
And
year,
Labor Day.
Labor Day,
Yeah,
right?
thank you.
Right?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend.
the rest of the year, we're on cruise control. Everything else is like Haiti's
Yeah.
on shutdown. But if we show like, listen, I'm wearing something that represents my country, and then I'm showing how cool I am with it,
Mhm.
trust me, everybody else will respect you
Right.
and show the love that you deserve because you first show you love yourself. And they always see things that you grew up. I grew up hearing my parents and all adults saying, first respect yourself, then everybody should respect you. Love yourself, then people will love you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But if I'm showing that I don't really care who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't care for Haiti. So who
Yeah.
somebody else is gonna care for you?
Right.
If I care, I'm gonna come and take it out of your hand, man.
That's where it goes.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
That's where it
Take it off your
starts.
hand.
That's where it
So-
starts.
Mm.
I do feel that if I show pride in wearing the Nazi, then it's like, oh shoot, yeah, I remember I seen this. And then the more and more, it's like, oh shoot, that's the wave.
Mhm.
But if we don't do that, and we're waiting for someone else to embrace us, then we're still waiting for someone to deliver
Yeah,
or
we
free
can't.
us.
Yeah,
No,
nah.
we can free ourselves.
We free ourselves.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's fact.
if we show pride in our music, our food, our fashion, the rest of the world will take notice.
True.
Wow.
Mr. Fritz.
This is a historical.
Oh, this is
Interview.
this is big.
I mean, I don't think people really. Well, they will. They will.
No, yeah.
They will.
Wow. Joe, how
Powerful nuggets.
You like
Great
this?
information.
Appreciate it.
You like
Appreciate
it?
that.
It's time for the sock passe draw. I think.
Yeah.
Let's do it real
Let's
quick.
do this.
We didn't tell you about this.
Oh boy.
Random questions.
Oh boy.
Don't worry.
Millie.
You'll be able to go home tonight.
Millie.
You got a 6-hour drive, so don't worry about it.
I got a 2-day drive.
Montreal.
Montreal. Canada.
What you got there?
Sit. Y'all gonna make me show my age. I gotta put my glasses on.
It better be Heritaj.
Let me do it for you.
It better be Heritaj glasses.
Put that good one. Yo, watch me. Yo, imagine it. This is,
Have you?
yo, right here.
Heritaj.
I got you covered.
Yo, bro, you are hilarious.
Have you found your purpose? If so, what is it?
Okay, wow. Okay, I think my purpose, if I want to put that in what do you call it, make it short and sweet.
Mm-hmm.
It's to serve.
Mm.
And it's not a quote that I heard from some, it's just like when you look at it, majority of your life is really providing a service.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what it is that you do. So we are really here to serve one another.
True.
Food, mechanic,
Fashion.
clothes,
Yeah.
Just as a parent,
parenting,
every
teacher,
yeah, everything.
nurse.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do. It's a service. Even leading is a service.
Absolutely.
So my purpose is really to serve, and in serving in the regard of what the term, the word means.
Mm-hmm.
And I could be serving by providing, some information or leading by example. I'm still serving. So my purpose is really to serve. And I think, my mother, God bless her soul, and my dad used to say it to me too. If you haven't been able to make it better for the next generation, you failed at living.
Wow.
Jeez.
Like when my mother actually emphasized on it. She's like, if my education was like, high school, and you didn't get past high school, I failed. If you just reached high school, I failed. You have to take it to another level.
Absolutely.
And for those that are religious, if you want to use the concept of Jesus, quote unquote, if you believe in that, right? Mm-hmm. Jesus came down to die for our sins so we wouldn't have to suffer, right? Mm-hmm. Still the same thing that a parent does. I'm going to go make sure that I protect you. So whatever I went through is to protect you, so you don't experience those things. Mm-hmm. So when she said it to me, she's like, if you experienced my hardships, then my purpose was complete failure here. As a parent, I failed at living because there's no way that you are going through the same pain that I went through. So that to me stuck. And I think she told me that I was probably like 10 years old.
Wow.
Random question before we close out.
Yeah.
That's good.
You're a family man.
Yes.
But it's hard for you to go to bed at 4:00 in the morning when you have when you get creative. Yeah. How do you deal with that? I mean, I know they support you and stuff, but how do you deal with that balance?
Well, shout out to my wife. No, shout out to you.
The audience is
but early.
Wow.
Early on, it wasn't smooth.
Okay.
Because the thing is, like, it was a process of understanding each other and also me finding balance. Because the thing is, like, there's another thing that I learned too. Anything in this world that works needs balance. Anything that's extreme whether it's extremely good, if there's no balance, it's never gonna work out the way it's supposed to. So I had to find my balance. You know what I'm saying? So where I'm not neglecting either, because this dream is supposed to make it better for our kids, because that's supposed to be their company, that they take over.
Right.
But I also have to, as they say, own the moment that I have now, because you know what I'm saying?
Tomorrow's not promised.
Tomorrow's not promised.
Yeah.
But how, with your balance,
Mm-hmm.
how do you? Because there are certain things, like we're all creatives here, and there are a lot of entrepreneurs that come here. We talk about that, where my dream may not be my spouse's dream, vice versa.
Yeah.
But the balance, because somebody or something is going to not get full 100%.
Yeah. And I mean, I think what works is both individuals understanding that. You know what I'm saying? So for us, it's like, for me and my wife, she knows that that's my passion, right? So her acknowledging that's my passion, she gives me my space when I need to create.
Mm-hmm.
But then she noticed that I'm too much, don't forget, let's do something, or not even like, kind of like, also the delivery sometimes, matters.
Right.
Like, so that right there,
Right.
that, it's like almost like it's a knife. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
now you actually shoot my dream versus like,
Yeah.
can you? I'd like for us to do something this week. I have something, scheduled, whatever it is. Like, then it's kind of like, you're not taking me away. So I'm like, let's just do something together.
Correct.
But if I think sometimes the way we deliver certain things can also, what they call it, it can hurt.
It can hurt.
You know what I'm saying? Because then now it's not coming in, from a good place. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
It's more so like, well, I don't exist.
Right.
Well, of course you do exist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like I said, it has to take both individuals to know, like, okay, I respect your passion, and me, I know I respect our time. So like, what's been working for me, because our schedule's a little different, I work on my stuff during the day, and unless, like, it's something that has to be taken care of during the evening, if it's not, then it's my family time.
So you balance your time. Your time, because I know there are times when, okay, you know what, after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, it's like you literally like a 9 to 5. And there are times when I know, the phone is like, I need the phone. I need to see, but there is a certain balance, because I've been through that.
Yeah.
Where it was kind of like, damn, you know what, I could have done better.
Yeah, absolutely.
You go through experience, you learn, but certain things, and it's like when someone is not on the same page with you, and you have a dream, but then that person is looking somewhere else.
Yeah.
And you want to say, well, do I give up my dream for this, or how do I balance that?
Yeah. It's tough. Yeah.
It's tough, bro.
It's the balance. I think, like I said, it's the communication too. Because I think for us, what helped us out, because in the beginning, like I said, it wasn't like smooth like that, because I was 100%. If I'm in, my creative space,
leave me alone. How many years you been married?
2003.
Wow.
19 years.
God bless. That's what's up.
My math is correct, right?
That's what's up. Congrats, man. I applaud y'all.
Thank you.
That's
appreciate that. So
That's
it was a learning experience for us. Like I said, because I saw it one way, my wife saw it, her way.
Right.
So we had to come together and say, you know what, listen, because the thing is, if it's completely extreme on her side, and I'm looking like, so technically I got to fight the world who don't believe in my dream, and I got to fight you who's inside the space that's supposed to be my refuge.
Right.
So I'm fighting the world in you. So that part, I had to express that.
And you don't want to feel resentment.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because I don't want to, because if I shut down my dream, then I'm actually hurting the relationship even more, because I'm going to hold you hostage to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whether it's expressed now, later on, it's like, I made the sacrifice for you. I don't want, because that you're actually preparing the future for that. So for me, it was more so like, okay, I had to like let her know, like, listen, my problem is when I walk out of this door, I'm already facing with millions of doubters.
Right.
Oh, I hope he fails. I hope this doesn't work. oh, that's whack, right? I'm gonna read that's out the door. That's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But when I come in here, that's supposed to be like, I'm proud of you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? I know this week you were focusing on that. Let's take a little break. Let's do something together. Let's do something. You know what I'm saying?
It's good. It's
and
good.
that right
And
there,
it's-
because I need it. Because sometimes
you
we
need
don't
it.
know that.
Yeah.
Because you
need
become
it.
a prisoner of your own passion too.
Absolutely.
Right.
So
100%.
that takes a little bit of, and I see communication is so key. And
Mhm.
it's not, well, I'm not gonna say nothing. You know, I'm a man. Da, 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 da. You don't speak, nah, dog. I'm gonna no. If I felt that way, you're gonna know about it, but it's gonna be delivered properly.
Mhm.
But you know, if what you said also bothered me or hurt me, because like you have to be real with it. I shouldn't have to worry about. I mean, I can't control the world. They feel how they feel. They say what they say. Because I've heard things.
Mhm.
People within my, no, not friends, but that I know
Right.
that were saying things like, it ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I can't control those people.
Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my wife or my significant other
Right.
is supposed to be the one like, yeah, nah. We got this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Yeah.
thing I'm gonna help you is not to become a prisoner of it, so you can find balance and
What-
make it work.
What's your favorite saying, Glad? Like the woman is,
The woman is the
or your
neck.
spouse, I should
Yeah.
say, because there are women
Yeah.
entrepreneurs that are killing
Right.
the game right
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. Shout
You
out.
know,
No,
Yeah.
I was
kudos
just saying that women have different energy. Man energy,
Yeah.
man energy, women energy.
Right.
The woman is the neck, the man is the head. The woman helps give direction.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nugget.
We see,
Mm-hmm.
but you know,
Yeah.
we'll bump into the tree if
Facts.
Yeah.
the woman energy is not there, giving
Yeah.
us that direction, like right over there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Right
Facts.
over
no,
there.
it's
Facts.
true. It's true.
And then
It's
that,
true.
and it's the same thing. Like if you know, if they're working on their dream, we have to play our part to give them that support as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like if my wife, you know, decides to do something, I'm there. And she's been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, for when
Yeah.
for our
Bruh.
fashion shows, like
Bruh.
you know,
Key.
whether
She
it's
was
like,
key.
you know, what they call it, putting the looks together.
She was on like Runway Pride. She
Yeah,
was the backbone.
you know what I'm
bro.
saying? Like,
she,
so
she held it
that
down.
right
She
there
held it
is
down.
heavy.
It was
Yeah.
heavy.
And
That
you
was
know,
dope.
it's like she's like, oh shoot. All right.
I see it.
It works. So, like
Yeah.
I said, you know, it's balance. Balance is everything
Yeah.
to me. Balance means everything to me.
That's what's up, man.
Wow.
Whew.
We just got real therapeutical.
Wow.
Musa.
Dope interview, bro.
Woosah.
Historical interview.
Yeah,
Yes,
this is
appreciate
dope.
you
This
guys.
is.
Oh man, this was great.
Wow.
Close out, Rob.
How? No, before we close out,
Yeah.
your social media stuff,
for
bro.
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Let them know where they can find you.
Okay, so our website is Heritaj, HeritajAJ.com.
Mm-hmm.
And our Instagram is Heritaj_. Heritaj, same spelling, _ Facebook is Heritaj73. What else? And we have we're working on on our videos, photo shoots coming up for the spring and summer
Nice.
collection. Our jean jackets probably will be available. We're just kind of like trying to somewhat see how to market, if we have enough time for the winter time to at least introduce it, or we may have to leave that for the next fall. So right now it's just more so a timing thing. So
No doubt.
designing, we're constantly designing, and we want to see our brothers and sisters who are doing their businesses, who have the entrepreneurs within our community, just not be afraid. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not going to complain about everybody else's pricing, then I shouldn't complain about it. As long as the product and the service, match whatever is that's being sold to me, be with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't go to TGIF and complain about their pricing. So I'm not gonna go to a Haitian restaurant and complain about their pricing.
True.
That's
deep.
it.
Wow.
That's what's
On
up.
that note, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it, Mr. Fritz Heritaj. Remember, look, the jean jacket, the detail, Show
It's
the
tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough. I applaud you, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I definitely you're like a great mentor
Definitely.
to the community.
Can I give you a shout out right quick though? Just the other day you hit me up, and that's another thing that I appreciate about, our brotherhood. You have your brand, but an idea popped in your head and you felt it was necessary to share it with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You saw a piece like, yo, it would be dope if you did this and did that. I appreciate that call. Priceless.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Because that you didn't have to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's another thing too. Like we're not afraid of
Yeah.
bouncing ideas with one another. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
so
definitely.
that meant a lot. So I appreciate that.
That's what's up.
Thank you, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
We're here
it
for
was-
each other,
it's-
man.
It's dope. It's a dope piece. That's all I gotta say. It's a dope piece. And again, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first. Team Sock Passe podcast show. Our social media: Team Sock Passe on Instagram, Team Sock Passe on TikTok, Team Sock Passe on Facebook, TeamSockPasse.com. And remember, I say it again: subscribe, share, comment below. Subscribe, share, comment below. Down here.
No
Not up here, down there. Subscribe. Please, we got to get these subscribers up. Give us some
sharing.
comments. Share with us. What do you like? What do you don't like? Do you like what we're wearing? Do you don't like what we're wearing? Glad should shave his beard. Like, whatever. All social media info down below. Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank you, Joe.
No
and
doubt.
we are out.
Proud of you guys.
Team Sock Passe, we out.
Beat.